Hello, everybody. You're listening to Heel Turn, Episode 2, the place where we talk about wrestling all day long for an hour. With me, as always, is my gal Friday, the one and only Uncle Zach. Or, shit,
Uncle Sam.
Sam!
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, thank you, thank you.
Man, you have the best opening for yourself. I don't even go as far as to have my own theme music.
I gave you a theme song.
What was it?
Blue Danube or something like that.
Can it be the song that Michigan Frog used to sing?
No, it's the Wet Michigan Frog sing. He didn't sing that, but he
Well, yeah, but I love Michigan Frog.
was. Yeah, right. Michigan Frog. That's what Eddie Guerrero does off the top rope, right?
I feel like
But no, that's what Rob Van Dam does.
what
Rob Van Dam does the Michigan Frog.
um I feel like Dolph Ziggler is a Michigan Frog.
Oh yeah?
Oh,
You
definitely.
say.
Huh?
Do tell.
Do tell. Well, yeah, it does seem like a lot of people like Dolph Ziggler nowadays, and I don't I don't get it. I mean, I can see how maybe, but no, you know what? No, I can't see it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the push. I don't understand the Dolph push. Any of it. The character is irritating. I feel like we've probably seen it 1,000 other times. I just don't give a shit about it at all, or him. Uh, if given the opportunity, I'd probably fire him.
God.
Well, I mean,
This,
what are you getting so
you
upset?
put him on the unemployment line?
Are you kidding me? He'd get picked up by TNA in a heartbeat. Don't don't
Speaking
you?
of TNA,
Yeah,
did you watch the most recent episode?
I wish. I scoured YouTube looking for that
Okay.
video.
Alright, well let me just get it out of the way.
Yes, I want you
Okay.
to tell us about TNA because
I think it's awesome. I live for TNA. It's the favorite part of my week.
I will say it's probably my favorite part of the week, but I never get to watch it. I've probably seen like 2 episodes and I still never get to
It's too
watch it.
blue. It's too blue, right?
Well, it's not even because it's too blue. It's damn it, if only it was on Monday night, man. If it was on Monday night, I would watch that. But I can't. Raw is on Monday, and I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna sit through, or even be able to sit through more wrestling after 3 hours of that shit every Monday.
See, you know, I, I can speak for at least some of our listening audience, if
Yeah,
we ever attract one, that is.
we've
By
attracted
saying
17.
I can watch, I can watch 5 hours of wrestling a day.
I could too. Well, I mean I guess I'm a liar when I say that because we've watched plenty of wrestling together. I know we've sat down and watched on Netflix. Kaching. So,
Hey, now we get free Netflix.
yeah. Well, you're gonna need it because we had it shut off for a little bit. But yeah, I feel like TNA is probably where it's at, man. I do. I really wish I could watch it more. Uh, maybe I look at TNA as the sober life. It really is. It's the good life. But I'm too hardwired on that Smack Raw. Um, so I just can't get out of it. It's difficult as all get out. What do you got going on over there? You leading up to something? I didn't think
Hey,
so.
where did Uncle Sam go?
Yeah, where did he go? Did he
Hey,
leave?
all right. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think it's time for the next news topic. What do you
It
say?
is. You're right. Okay, so it's not a big news topic, but Matt Hardy was asked if he'd ever go back to WWE. Okay, I don't think he really had much of an answer, but let's see. What did that man say? He said something along the lines of, "Well, I was really stressed out, blah blah. But if I were to go back, I would do things differently." Which, okay, got me thinking. A, two things. A, what would it be like right now if Matt Hardy was there? Would it matter? Would he have any effect on anything? And B, what if the Hardy Boys were both still there? Would they be reigning champs? Because you gotta figure most of the roster now is little guys. These guys are little guys. I don't want to say little, but they're kind of skinny, a little buff, but they're not Ryback by any way means. Um, do you think that they would be big reigning champs?
Yes.
I do too, and I would love to see those two back. And I mean, but Jeff, he's doing his thing with TNA, um, which I think he's perfect for TNA, man. I really feel like TNA is where he needs to be. Um, he just wasn't getting the spotlight he deserved with Raw. I mean WWE. And Matt's doing his thing with what is it called? Extreme Rising. I don't know much about Extreme
Yeah.
Rising yet.
It's Shane Douglas's promotion.
Okay. Any other big names over there?
Perry Saturn. I think Stevie Richards. Sabu. I think.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, Sabu's over there?
maybe Just Incredible. I don't know.
Hmm.
I should. Sorry, folks. I do not. I'm not educated on Extreme Rising yet.
Me neither. The only know I know about it is because I wondered what Matt Hardy was up to one day, and so I went and gave it a shot. And I saw he was with some company called Extreme Rising. That's all it was. I would
Extreme Rising.
I wouldn't mind looking it up, seeing what it's like. Maybe we'll do that one day. Maybe we'll look up. We'll see if we can find something on YouTube and see if we can maybe look for something. But let's see what else is going on these days. So tell us more about what's going on at TNA right now. I guess I'm here by myself again. Every time I get on a rant, some of it drives away.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh wow, holy shit.
All right, what was that?
That
What
was
were you
good.
saying?
I don't know. I think I might have been off on a tangent, and that's why you drove away. Yeah. So, let's see. What else is going on? There's some more of this be a star nonsense going on, and I think we've both said before that neither of us really cares for it. And
For the what?
the whole be a star thing.
Oh, be a star. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And, I think we both agreed once that neither of us really like it. because I personally I just don't think it's good for the. Well, okay. I mean, how can I explain this? Is it good for the company? Yes, because they're against bullying. But I the reason I don't like them doing it is because it's such a soft subject. It's not a soft subject. It's they bully each other all the time. I don't want to. I don't really want to get into the details of the many things they've said or done, but I think it kind of kills it. I think it kills the look of the company. And
What
yeah,
would you like to see instead?
bullying. Plenty of bullying. I mean, I think the best moment of bullying I've ever seen would have to be at what was it, Big Show's dad's funeral. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about when was it he chains the casket to the back of his car and he drives off with it and there you see big Paul White sliding around on the top of it. That was a beautiful moment of bullying. But I think they need bullying. It's wrestling for Christ's sakes. They need bullying. Don't tell me you don't like bullying. What do you think would be one of your favorite moments?
What's the fine line between bullying and torture? I wonder.
um, Slavery. I mean, you can.
You have to be enslaved before you can be tortured, more or
Yeah,
less.
pretty
So,
much. Yeah, I feel like there's all sorts of levels of bullying,
do you want to? Okay, go ahead. Sorry, don't let me interrupt.
but but yeah, I feel like there's different levels of bullying, and it's once you've claimed ownership of another person, that's when it goes over into torture, because that's when you can actually torture them. The rest is just like extreme bullying. What were you gonna ask me?
Extreme bullying.
What's that show you like so much? That other wrestling show?
Oh, Impact Wrestling.
Cha-ching! It's another one under our belt.
I
God,
love Impact,
you
man.
do.
Bully Ray's fucking awesome.
What's Bully Ray up to?
He's just super freaking entertaining. Um, I mean, he's just whenever he's on the screen. I mean, whether he's in a match or he's doing an interview, uh, in-ring segments, backstage segments, he just nails them. Every last one of them,
Who
in
do you?
my opinion. I mean, right? I mean, this is an opinion show, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Does anyone actually listen to opinion shows online? I mean,
Plenty of them. I
okay.
think. I don't. I could be wrong.
What's the draw? We need to have like a still of a naked woman,
Yeah,
a nude woman, rather.
exactly. Maybe we'll maybe from now on I'll go ahead and Photoshop as a picture where it says heel turn, like up top or like a heel up top and then turn at the bottom, and in there between it'll just be that picture of Lita's single tit during that sex scene in the middle of the ring where they
Okay.
yeah.
Well, don't tell us. Just do it. I think that will help our cause. Don't you don't we don't need to talk about it.
I feel like I'd get it kicked off YouTube.
Well, let's just then draw it.
Let me
You're
just draw
you're
Lita's tit.
you're a cartoon. You're an excellent cartoonist.
Oh,
I just want. I
I'm
think we'll
I'm
draw in more listeners if we have photos of, or rather, drawings of nude women.
Jeez, you giving me a chubby.
Oh my God! Now we're trying to add listeners, not draw them away.
um, I
Okay,
was thinking. Oh, go ahead.
what's the next topic here?
Well, no, I'm not done yet. I'm not done with TNA. I'm not done with Bully Ray either. Um, I will say he does intrigue me a lot, and I was wondering what you think. Do you like Bully Ray better or Bubba Ray?
You know, Bubba Ray has some really good times, um, but he's never had the freedom to be Bully Ray.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's just
Mhm.
not been featured. I mean, he's always been good. I mean, I definitely like heel uh, Bubba Ray a lot more than I like face Bubba Ray. Um, and Bully Ray, I mean, he's heel, but he's just a heel that you love to boo. I mean, he's great. Um, but see, I just keep saying the same thing over and over.
Which
Let's
is
see.
fine.
What else can I say about him? Hmm. I mean, he's yeah. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. I like him. So what? What? Why? Who cares if Uncle Sam likes Bully Ray?
Yeah. Well, here's a tough one, maybe. What's the one thing you hate the most about TNA? And you have to pick one.
Well, it's easy. Um, the fans.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing such small. I mean, a small studio. They film studio or wherever they're at.
Mhm.
You know, so I mean, one of the they don't even need the wrestlers don't even need microphones in the ring. They can be heard just raising their voices, and that takes a lot of the luster away. Um, I wish they could perform in front of you know raw crowds.
Yeah. I mean like bigger crowds.
Or actually, I don't screw raw crowds. I want old WCW crowds,
Oh, I mean like gymnasium crowds.
or at least East. I mean, well, actually, if they're gonna do it in a small arena, it'd be nice to get some rabid wrestling fans in there,
Mhm.
loud, who understand. It's like what fans miss the opportunity is. I think the wrestling experience is all about the interaction. Now people are. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But I'm thinking like something like Rocky Horror Picture Show. I mean, you go to that because you know you're going to participate with what you're watching,
Hmm.
and you're as much the show yourself. And
Yeah.
I think that's fulfilled. And like wrestling fans need to get better because they can play such a huge role and they don't even realize it. They just I don't know. I can't. I don't understand it. And also, I don't know why your average wrestling fans under 5'8" height wise. I don't get that either. Uncle Sam doesn't understand.
Oh, that's a good slogan. Ka-ching. It's lonesome.
All right.
Do you
We should talk about something else. I think
yeah,
we just lost some more viewers,
that's it. Well, it's
listeners.
because you keep
Well, they're
driving
viewers
away.
because they're looking at pictures of nude women.
Exactly. And that's the thing. For some of you younger audiences, looking for nude pictures of
You tell
wrestlers.
your mom to F yourself, herself.
There's this really interesting website called Boobpedia. Kind of like,
Ching!
yeah, there you go, ka-ching. There's another month of Netflix free. Um, I'm sure you can find some naked boobs on there of wrestlers. As a kid, I know I always was dying to see Lita topless. I was in love with Lita. I still am. But do you think WWE even acknowledges kayfabe anymore at all?
No, but
No.
I mean, on some level, I'm sure the wrestlers do. Like the boys had, the guy, I'm sure they still adhere to it. WWE, corporate WWE,
Hmm.
no way, not a chance.
No.
They employ too many non wrestlers for that to be the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Like, but I think probably within the boys, I mean, you still have your dialogue they use in the ring. That's a mystery to me. I don't know how wrestlers talk to each other in the ring.
yeah.
I have some. I think I have some ideas, but I mean, it's there's so many levels of kayfabe. People like secrecy, and they're only gonna show you as much as they want to show.
Yeah.
And I think so. Yeah, I mean, do they act like wrestling isn't predetermined? No,
Yeah.
they let everyone in. But I mean, now I think kayfabe is it's something else. It's working the internet fans. It's working
Hmm.
the boys in the back, and I mean like it's just evolved. It still exists.
Yeah.
It's yeah. That's my hunch anyway.
I think I'll go with that. The reason I asked is because not to get too far back on the topic, but I was reading about how Triple H apparently says bullying needs to stop. And when I read that, I immediately thought of the night he drugged his boss's daughter, dragged her to Vegas, and got her to marry
Hey, how do you spell Mark?
him. Hey man, it's different. It's different. Okay. Wait, how am I being a mark there? I mean, I thought it was funny then. I liked Triple H back then. I was a mark because I didn't like The Rock, but I liked Triple H back then.
What's your let's do a joke wrestling joke of the day. What's your wrestling joke?
You want the joke already?
Wait, what did you have planned?
I don't know, I could tell you the joke.
All right.
Um, Now stop me if I've told you this one before, or don't, because I don't think our listeners know this joke. Why doesn't TNA have any light bulbs?
All right, go ahead. Piss me off.
Ric Flair ordered a pizza, got angry that it took 20 minutes to arrive, so he cut a promo on the delivery guy, busting himself open with one of the light bulbs, and then proceeded on giving elbow drops and dropping knees to the rest of them, eventually taking a bump on the shattered glass while everybody says, "He's still got it!" I like that one a lot. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Uh, Man, I miss Flair. I don't care what he did, man. Uh, you got me interested in TNA again when you started talking about how Flair was senile. And That was perfect, man. I loved that.
Yeah, Senile Flair is a great character. It's a great gimmick.
Yeah, that was.
I've always felt, and I mean, I know I've told you this a million times,
Mhm.
but I always felt like Shawn Michaels, if he would grow out his gut, just drink a lot of beer, you get a big round beer gut, and then just like cut his hair short so his bald spot's really evident, and just like come out to the ring doing the same like dancing whatever, and then of course the same theme song blasting in the background. He's my sexy boy. But the big beer gut and the dancing and the bald head.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a great gimmick.
I agree. Yeah, I will also say that
Aging gimmicks are awesome. Terry Funk. I mean, I like the. I know I'm a minority here. I know like rest. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drives a girl wild.
sorry about that. I had to do
No, that's pretty good. That's right.
it.
So what was I saying? I'm saying something important. Yeah. I'm in the minority here. Most wrestling fans, for whatever reason, I mean, I can understand why they like wrestling to look athletic. They want. I mean, they want to see impressive displays of agility and power and all that. But I really like seeing two old time wrestlers going at each other, even if it's a train wreck. Like to me, it's so fascinating to see like a 60-year-old Tito Santana versus, a 60-year-old Greg Valentine. Like I love, I don't know why, but like if Raw now was nothing but old timers who are always there, you know, still wrestling, still feuding with each other, I would watch that show, like, and love it. If the Superfly was challenging for the world title at this week's SummerSlam,
Yeah.
that would thrill me to death.
Fuck yeah. Is his daughter still with the company? Do you know? I haven't seen her in I
Tamina or whatever?
I
No,
don't.
I haven't seen her. I'm sure she is, you know.
She
I
bet.
haven't read anything where she got released.
Yeah, she might be in the back somewhere, but that's best.
Wonder, do you think this is the time to do SummerSlam predictions, or what do you
Sure.
think?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't want to go against your.
you talk when you want to, man. You
Okay, well,
I love it when you talk. I like when you take the reins sometimes and I get submissive. um yeah, okay, so I know we've been over this a couple of times. Let's see. Um what's the big one? Okay, so it's Punk versus was it Cena and Big Show? I'm gonna
I
see.
don't know. Do you have it pulled up? Are you looking at it?
Let me see. I can look that up for us real quick. But I know one match that is going on will be the Triple H versus Brock Lesnar, and I know you see it one way, I see it another. I see Brock winning. If not, I see Brock leaving. You see Brock losing because you see the WWE wanting to give UFC the big fuck you know, and so why don't you go ahead
Okay.
and go
So
ahead
how are we gonna do this? What do we win? We should raise the stakes. If you get all these predictions right, or whoever gets more predictions right wins. So what are the stakes?
well, I mean, how many times can I win your computer before actually win your computer?
Okay. Well, I don't want to put that on. I'm not that confident that I'm gonna get. I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
Let's lower the stakes. How about let's see, I should make a suggestion. Let me think. Oh, dead air. Dead air. Okay,
uh,
what's the next match? We'll figure out the stakes. What's the next match?
um. Okay. Was it I don't know. I haven't been hearing anything else about it, but Daniel Bryan, he's set to face Kane, and you never hear anything about that match ever. So I don't know if you know if that's still going on. Um, it's the Okay, yes, it's the big WWE title match between Big Show, John Cena, and CM Punk. It's a triple threat match. It's fucking intolerable. Nobody wants to see triple threat matches. Um, I'm gonna say this. Um, in that match, there will be John Cena will lay flattened out somewhere outside the ring. I'm guessing what he'll probably do is like, um, was it Big Show give him that big fist to the face, and so it knock him out. Then it'll be Big Show versus Punk for about I want to say I'm gonna say 5 minutes. 5 minutes of Punk versus Big Show, in which at the same time John Cena will have crawled underneath um, the desk, the commentator desk. But there's that one. There is the World Heavyweight title match between Alberto Del Rio and Sheamus. Um, that's a tough one, really, for me. Probably not you because you know everything about wrestling. Um, I want to say Sheamus. I think Sheamus is gonna win it, and I think I'd rather see the belt around Del Rio. So, but yeah, I'm gonna say Sheamus wins it. Uh, we already know our predictions for Brock Lesnar and Triple H. I say Brock, you say Triple H. There is the Intercontinental title match between Rey Mysterio and The Miz. I think there's a chance I might put the belt on Rey. Maybe. But The Miz is back. He's got a new movie out or coming out, and I think they might actually make him beat Rey, which gives me a weird feeling in my gut. I don't like it. Um, where you stand so far? Who do you think is gonna win in these matches? Or you want to wait till the very end?
I don't know, man. You're going too fast for me. I didn't even know. I didn't even know what matches you were talking about.
All right. First match for the WWE title: Big Show versus John Cena versus CM Punk. Who do you think's gonna win?
CM Punk.
You think CM Punk? I
Yes.
agree.
All
Al,
right.
Al,
What's the next match?
Alberto Del Rio versus Sheamus.
Alberto Del Rio.
You say Alberto?
Yeah.
I think Sheamus is gonna win.
Okay.
I don't think he should, but I think Alberto will win.
Okay. What's the next one?
Brock Lesnar versus Triple H.
Triple H.
Brock Lesnar.
All right. What do you got next?
Rey Mysterio versus The Miz.
Miz.
Yeah. Doesn't that suck?
Yeah, it does.
But like I
And,
said, it's because he's got a new movie coming out.
and it's because Rey Mysterio is putting guys over right now.
Yeah.
That's what he has to do.
Yeah, he's an old one, man. He'll be done soon anyway. That's gotta suck coming back from suspension, knowing that you'll probably leave soon. Then we've got Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, the primetime players, versus Kofi Kingston and R-Truth for the tag team.
I'm gonna say the primetime players.
Really? Um. All right, I'm gonna say Kofi and R-Truth. All right, Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler. Jericho. I want to say Jericho, but at the same time I'm thinking it's a possibility that Dolph might win. Maybe. But I'm just to make things interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and say Dolph. No problem. Kane versus Daniel Bryan.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Do you think Dolph will cash in his Money in the Bank?
Oh, that's right. He hasn't yet, has he? I think there's a possibility he might. You think it'll be well? Which one do you think it'll be for the WWE title or the heavyweight?
He can only do it for the Sheamus title.
Oh, that's right. Shit. I think he might. I think you're right. I honestly do. I think that's great, man. I think I could see Dolph walking out of there, the champion.
Okay, I'm gonna say not this time.
Not this time,
Yeah. So that's but
but
all right. So
but do you think he'll cash it in?
no.
Hmm. Well, that's a side bet.
Okay.
And there's Kane versus Daniel Bryan.
Kane.
Yeah, definitely. Man, poor Daniel Bryan, man. He was doing awesome.
He's still doing awesome. He doesn't need to win right now. Like he steals the show constantly. I mean, like in my opinion, the only thing that I remember from Raw
Hmm.
was Daniel Bryan yelling at the Big Show, "No, no, no!"
You know what I remember?
What?
Roddy Piper saying
I,
Y2J.
I remember Roddy Piper doing the no chant too.
Yeah,
That's about the only two things that still are in my memory database.
he was off his game that night, wasn't he?
I wouldn't say that. I was happy to see him.
Well, here's the thing. I think Roddy Piper should be the crazy old man for WWE. I
There
think he
should be
pulled off.
so many crazy old men.
Yeah.
The roster should be like, and these are minority opinions, by the way. I recognize most people would think that's a horrible idea, but
Okay.
on a personal level, hey, I don't, I'm Uncle Sam. I march to the beat of my own drum. I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. I like to see old senior citizen wrestlers.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it too. I I think
I want to see what Don Morocco looks like now. I want to see his ass.
Don
Not
Morocco,
not literal.
you liar,
What's up?
liar.
Yeah, I really want to see Don Morocco.
Okay, you remember Shawn Michaels in his primed in his back in his Rockers days?
Yeah,
Do you think if Shawn was that age now and he was in the company now,
yeah,
do you think he would get over as well as he did back then?
definitely.
Definitely.
Hey,
Yeah.
did we go through all the matches?
I'm sorry. There was one more. Yes, there was one more that nobody cares about. It's the United States pre-show match versus with Antonio Cesaro for versus Santino Marella.
Who will win that? I think Antonio Cesaro will win it.
Really, you think he's gonna take the title?
Claudio Castagnoli. I sure do.
Wow. Yeah. It's so strange because I don't think I've seen a single match of his.
Whose fault is that?
Yours.
It's my. It's Uncle Sam's fault. Die! 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 Die!
oh, oh man. Um, here's something interesting. I was looking at a little while ago. So I'm reading this from this website called WrestlingInc.com. Ka-ching. Um, it says some people who have worked closely with Triple H, ka-ching, believe that when he gets more power in WWE, ka-ching, we will see more focus on the tag team division, putting the Divas, ka-ching, division on the back burner even more. It goes on to say it should be noted that Triple H, ka-ching, has never been high on women's wrestling, while WWE, ka-ching, has been adding new women to developmental as of late. Most of the new recruits are men and not women. Since Laurinaitis, Nickel, has been out of power, the days of recruiting models from agencies seem to be over. This is a touchy subject, but I am fucking glad to hear about that.
You know what? It is a touchy subject, but I feel the same. Now I think there's certain women that can wrestle at certain times, in certain scenarios, but as a weekly feature, it's too much. It's the popcorn match for me. Um,
Yeah,
I'm not saying they're not athletic. I'm not saying they don't work hard. Um, it just comes down to the same reason why I don't want to see midget wrestling.
what?
I don't. Midget wrestling to me is like you see. I mean, they can be athletic or whatever. I want to see larger than life superhero people wrestle or with. I mean, you can do. You know, we talked about last week like the David and Goliath thing. You know that they do
Yeah,
to death. Um, I really like Goliath versus Goliath. I'm not gonna lie. Um, like one of my. I mean, this is stupid. This gives you an idea of what kind of stupid Mark wrestling fan I am. But going back, I mean, this is a work rate wise, you know, you're not going to get blown away. But I remember the Survivor Series 1988 main event, um, where it was, or maybe that was 87. Survivor Series 87, it was Hulk Hogan, uh, Paul Orndorff, Don Morocco, who else did he have on his team? Bam Bam Bigelow, who's huge, and uh, uh, who else? Sorry, I should. Sorry, dude. Sorry, listening audience.
you're fine.
Couldn't look it up. But on the heel side was Andre the Giant, King Kong Bundy, One Man Gang, Rick Rude, and like I don't know, like someone else. But anyway, three. My focus was on the fact when it was down to Bam Bam Bigelow versus Andre the Giant, One Man Gang, and King Kong Bundy, and like that match stood out because I mean you're just like these four humongous dudes. Like you just don't you're sitting at a bar. Let me put it this way: you're in a
Okay,
bar
I sit at a bar.
and you see two skinny guys start fighting. You know, I mean every fight makes you turn your head, but you see two skinny guys fighting. It doesn't last long. You don't really remember who was in the fight unless one of them's bleeding.
I'll
But
agree.
you see two big guys go at it in the bar, you never forget that. they smash tables, like it's just I don't know. And where that how that applies to women's division. You remember when girls fight, but it's all the same. They're pulling each other's hair. They get separated. Then once again, you forget who they were unless one of them's still bleeding. But like two big Amazon women going at it,
Oh yeah.
that would be hard to forget.
Oh yeah. I
So
agree.
like there's certain WWE divas that fit that bill in my eyes, like Natty Neidhart or Beth Phoenix or Amazing Kong. Like I think that they could be interesting in the ring because of their relative size. I don't know. I mean, what the fuck? Who cares what Uncle Sam thinks?
I do. I think
Uncle
plenty of
Sam,
people do.
Uncle Sam lies to the people.
God, I firmly believe that as we continue on with this podcast, I would say by episode mm, 20, people are gonna be more concerned with what you have to say, which is perfectly fine with me. They're gonna say, shut up, uh, bring on the Sam." that's hey, I'm sorry. That's why I see it. I think you're probably a whole hell of a lot more entertaining for the people than I am, because you've got more of the
You need to
facts
be
than I do.
self-conscious. Why? Why are
Oh,
you doing that?
I'm not. I'm not.
It's the fine line between bullying and torture. Slavery? Am I enslaved right now?
I like to think so.
Okay, what uh,
Huh?
that's it.
I guess if it's just me, I guess it means I can listen to the theme song from Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Why not?
Heck, I love this show. This is awesome.
Did you like this show?
Yeah,
You did? Okay.
still do.
Oh, you still do?
Yeah, everyone likes to remember their childhood.
You know they stopped making it probably about 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of which, while on the topic of cartoon wrestlers, did you hear that there is going to be a Scooby Doo movie with certain characters from the WWE? Just to name a few.
Do we have to? How much time's left in the show?
Oh, we are at 49 minutes.
Okay, so I guess,
I'll just say it real quick.
alright.
Uh, so far I do believe it's Triple H, uh, John Cena, Kane, AJ, and I think somebody else. I don't know. I'm gonna watch the shit out of it, and you're gonna watch it with me.
Oh, man. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
What? No, I'm not.
Sure, why not?
Uh,
What else you got going on?
uh,
You're gonna love it.
oh, God.
It'll be good for you. It'll be good for you. I I think. Every time, every time you leave, I get to listen to something else. Yeah. Just so you know, I don't think Jim Johnston or Chris Classic are doing anything anymore these days. Probably still riding on the tails of that one song. I get to,
Uh,
we've
Uncle Sam doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They were just for those of you who don't know, Jim Johnston and Chris Warren uh worked together on that song. It's called "Are You Ready?" It was the D Generation X theme song. Thought you would have known that.
Jim Johnston and who?
Chris Warren.
Yeah, I like the D Generation X song, I have to say.
Here's something you might think is interesting. Did you know that they actually worked together on the on Rey Mysterio's song?
It's not
No.
terrible. It's all right. I like the D Generation song better, I think.
You do? Yeah, I do too. Man,
But who cares what Uncle Sam thinks?
everybody does. Everybody cares. Man, you don't give yourself enough credit.
China doesn't care.
Huh?
What? What?
You don't are we talking China or the
Us in
country?
the country.
Oh, yeah, they don't care. Well, I don't know.
It's not about us versus them. It's about everyone living in harmony someday,
Yeah.
enjoying one another's company, like brothers and sisters all over this land.
Oh, really?
That's the ultimate goal for someone for the world.
Do you think there'll ever be another uh luchador like Rey Mysterio with the company? And don't say what do you call it? What's his name? Oh, Sin Cara. Uh, Are you
Uh,
feeling this?
Possibly.
I don't think so. I don't think that
Possibility.
I don't think Triple H likes Mexicans too much.
Yeah, whatever. All right, is it time to sign out? Where are we at time wise?
I think we're just about that time. We're at 53 minutes. Do you want to go ahead and give us the song of the day, the song of the week?
Okay.
All right.
This is performed by an artist named Trini Lopez, and he's playing a song called "If I Had a Hammer" from 1963.
Oh yeah, and just so
Sam
people
says good night.
just so people know, we don't own this song. We have no rights to it. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so go ahead, YouTube. You can play it. We don't own it.
Remember, drawings of nude women.
Oh yeah, nude women. That's what. How about this? Anybody who listens to this show, if you email me at abecartoon.aol.com acknowledge that you listen to the show, love it or hate it, and I will send you a nude drawing. See, sound fair enough to you? I think it's pretty fair.
I said, be a star. Be a fucking star.
Any listeners we have already clicked to something else. They're already looking for other nude pictures. They say, I want to find those nude pictures. Alright, everybody, we'll see you next week with episode 3 of The Heel Turn. I'm Abe Cartoon, with me as always, Uncle Sam, unless he's a prick. So, yep, see you next week. Son of a bitch drove away again.